it's time to take Wanda off to get processed. She's just gotten too big. I need to open this place up. I don't have time to do it myself like I did Marianne. So everyone can get ready to say goodbye to Wanda. It's been fun, but it's time for her to go away. So we're gonna go get the trailer, and I need to air a tire up on it, try to dig it out of the weeds and get it backed up over here and get her used to going in and out of it. And that way we can just close the doors and off we go. That's the plan anyway. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna try.
Didn't take long at all.
A lot of you guys have been commenting that I need to make a set of steps for April to get up in the nest box to get the eggs. So it gave me an idea. I've been with cutting out all the doors and windows lately. There's a lot of logs and slabs, you know, logs that are kind of cut in half. Just a lot of that stuff laying around. So I think what I'm going to do right quick is make it's like a little bench or stool, and see if I can cut it out of some of these logs. It's just going to get burned anyway, so it won't take a minute to try it and see what happens. Okay, that's done. I think I'm gonna grab the tractor, maybe roll this over on the forks and carry it over there. It's just too heavy to throw it up on my shoulder. The thing probably weighs 200 pounds. I'll get that done right quick, and I don't know, I'll find something else to do. It's a pretty day outside. Okay, I think that's gonna work. I'll put a couple more of the timber screws in it so that it doesn't move around, and I think we'll be good. It's a little bit short for me, but I can reach over it. So there it is, one project complete. It only took Wanda about a day to get used to going up in the trailer. So I don't think I'm going to have any issues getting her to freezer camp. She's taking a nap right now. But as soon as she gets, well, here she comes. She gets hungry, she comes running over here, just walks right up in the trailer. She knows where the food's at. It's right here. Look. I have a lot of people asking if I'm going to go ahead and try to chink the house now before winter gets here. And the answer is no. There are several steps I have to do before I can get the chinking finished. And it's just it's a long process. I have to go through there and clean up all the knots. The big ones. The little ones I'll just leave them alone, but the big knots have to be cleaned up inside and outside the house. Then I have to soft wash the house, which will strip most of the gray off and get the logs back to a more natural color. Then you have to pressure wash, which doesn't take a lot of pressure, but you still have to do it. So you have to clean the logs really well. Then they have to dry. After they're dry, you have to come through there and stain everything. Probably too dark in there. You have to stain it all, then you have to seal it. Then you can start running your insulation and then start chinking and all that. So there's just not enough time. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on the knots on the inside, cleaning the logs up. I can go ahead and get all that soft washed. I'll show you when I get some lights on in there. When I was building the roof, you guys have been with the channel for a while, remember when I was doing all the tongue and groove on the roof, it got rained on a few times, which didn't hurt it structurally, but it's kind of stained it a little bit. So I need to get that off, and I don't know if soft washing is going to do that. So if it doesn't, we'll have to find some way to sand this entire roof, which is, it's a lot. But I want to get that done. I'm trying to find some billboard tarps. If anybody knows anything about billboards, they're just they're just big tarps. They're printed out. Most of them are white on the backside, and my plan is to hang billboard tarps. I'll close up the doors and windows, hang tarps around at least 3 sides of the house, get it closed off. Then I can get some heat in there, and I might be able to go ahead and stain it and seal it, or at least stain it, get it washed, get all that stuff done, get the interior framing done, try to work on wiring and electrical and all that fun stuff this winter. Keep it warm in there so I can work. And then in the spring, as soon as we start drying up, then I can go ahead and chink it and then start working on finishing stuff on the inside. But right now, I've got a lot of knots I need to clean up. So I'm going to start working on that. It's going to be dusty. With everything that's going on, I have plenty of face masks. So I have all the masks I need. So I'm going to get on that right quick. I'm going to have to get some lights on in here so I can actually see what's going on. I have a lot more light now that I have doors and windows and stuff cut out, but as you can see, it's still pretty dark. Now I just sprayed a little bit of this. I've got a little solution mixed up in this bottle, and I sprayed it on this log. It's really not nearly enough. You need to, and plus this solution's pretty weak, but it doesn't take but just a few minutes and the color is going to start coming back. And you can scrub it, or you can hit it with a pressure washer, power washer. It doesn't have to be a lot of pressure, but just enough to, you know, to clean it, hit it with some clean water, and the color just comes right back. Then we'll go over it with a brass wire brush and let it dry, and it's ready to stain it and seal it. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes since I sprayed this on here. I haven't sprayed the water on it yet. You neutralize it with water. But I sprayed it on here. I let it sit for about 10 minutes. I just wiped it off with a rag, and that's the difference. So if I can get out of the light here. It's still kind of wet, so it's dark. It almost looks like it's been stained, but it hasn't. It's just the gray is gone. It just dissolves the gray, I guess. It just takes it out. It will get a lot lighter when it dries. I'm gonna get some water and spray some water on it to neutralize it. But when it dries, come out here, it will be more like, this, which is a lot lighter. See, those are more of a golden color. You can see where I've done it out here. So that's what it's gonna look like all through the house. The part that concerns me is up there. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get all that off of there or not. I may have to set up some scaffolding, get a sander and some poles, or I just don't know yet, to get all the streaking off. I don't think this stuff's gonna work on that. It might, I could be wrong, but I don't think it's going to. But I got most of the knots ground. This is against the kitchen wall. No, there's not gonna be any windows here. There's gonna be a lot of cabinets over here. Don't really need any more windows in here. It's just another place that potential air getting in and out and transferring heat and cold, and it just makes it that much harder to heat and cool a house when you fill it full of windows. It's pretty. Yeah, these houses, they're all glass. They're really pretty, but I just don't need it. I'm gonna have plenty of light in here as it is. I've got 6-foot wide windows. Just don't need any more. This is all open out into here. Tons of light. Don't need it. So, had some people asking questions about that as well. So that's it. I'm gonna finish this one up. I'm gonna go get some water, neutralize that right quick, and then I've got to take off and go work on another project. Okay. You would think with less sunlight you'd be getting less eggs, but I guess it doesn't really matter to them. Someone's mad because I'm coming to get eggs. I'm going to use April's little stool. No, I'm not. I'm just too tall for that. But you can see how many eggs we get. There's got to be 3 or 4 dozen in there. Not a bad haul for a day's worth of eggs. I need to start getting them twice a day. It'll be a little cleaner if I come and get them twice a day, but with everything I have going on, I just don't really have the time.